Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's Wrestling to Sell. We are on the air. Thank you for joining us all around the world on YouTube, and welcome to this station on Cornbread Chris Heineken. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're on this YouTube channel, guys, why don't you like this video, subscribe to the channel, then ring the bell, ding, 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 that way you ain't miss anything. Woo-wee. If you've been joining us here on this Thursday night, throughout the month of August, during our 5-year anniversary, our season ender, you've been helping us dive into the world of the 7 spots where Jesus sheds blood. Yes, there's a little bit more of a take for what we did during our first season of Resonate the Sound till now. And the journey has been intense and intense and intense and intense and intense for it. That intensity classifies right here tonight. You know, we talked about it when we started this journey of the spots where Jesus sheds blood during this anniversary time. We started at spot number 1, willpower, the garden to garden experience. From the Garden of Eden to the Garden of Gethsemane, to where the spot where you lost your willpower and your connection to God and all the deals and everything to the point where you have to work by sweat of your brow, over till the Garden of Gethsemane, where you get to get that willpower back. Then we went through the whipping post, where Jesus was whipped 39 times, and 39 stripes representing healing, every single class of disease, and by those stripes you're healed. That means no matter what new case of diseases come, they still fall into the 39. And then we got to the crown of thorns, which represents poverty, meaning that Jesus already took that poverty deal away, to where you could live in prosperity and good success. Then we talked about how your hands and your feet, you got power in your hands. The pierced hands ends up representing the power that you have in prosperity and dominion. And then we talk about the feet, where bottom line, you end up walking in God's authority. Tonight, it's all about the piercing that he took on the side and going right to the heart, representing God healing you from a broken heart, and the inner bruises. Those bruises that you have represent the inner hurts that Jesus heals you from. 2 more spots, the final 2 spots. Spot number 6, the pierced heart inside, representing the healing of a broken heart, and the bruises representing healing from your inner hurts. It's gonna be real intense, y'all. This program will be emotional. This program's gonna hit home. If I were you, I might want to take notes on this, because this could be the deal that starts your deliverance from your broken heart and from inner hurts. Pastor, take it away. It's all yours. Let's go wrestle.
Recap, y'all know what we've been talking about, right? The 7 spots where the blood's been?
Yeah.
Right? Oh. Right? How y'all feel about that? Been doing good? Y'all been thinking about that? 5 of you told me the truth, the rest of them didn't. So, but really, it's been helping you, been thinking about it? I've been praying over your willpower. So number 1 was what? Willpower? Yes. And the shedding of the blood helps us out. Come on, that's all good. But I want to talk about 5 and 6. And I want to do it in a different way. And so I'm not going to recap. I'm not going to be over pushing it or nothing. Just kind of want to hit it at home and get you where it's at. So today it's dry. It's not Cornbread's fault. They brought me a bunch of water. But I want to do this because to me this is the perfect setting. Being a senior pastor or being just a spiritual leader, some days you can tell when it's something to drive home and it's perfect. If you look around, we don't have knowing everyone else that's around. And you're going to say, well, that's because they didn't come. Okay, short insight. But what it really is these two are for you. And he's moved certain people out of the way. You got to realize God does this all the time. So let's just talk. They bring me a chair. Or they bring me something. You got to know them, Brad?
Stools?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He's going to bring me a stool.
Yeah.
You got to understand that when it comes to God, that a lot of times He is moving and doing. Thank you, ma'am. I was going to follow funny. It's like, Cornbread, you changed. But sometimes we need to realize that God's literally changing and moving things in your life, and most people just overlook it and think it's inside. Okay?
Okay.
Hello, y'all with me?
Yeah.
Most people think, they're just not here. And it's just an easy way for a pastor to cover up, hey, this is for you. Sure. Whatever, I don't care. But honestly, this hits more for you. And this is meant for you. And if you're going to be honest with you, when we start hitting some of the detail, it'll hit. But for a moment, let's just say, has there sometimes a person, or maybe multiple people, or maybe an event, or somewhere you was, have you ever had something that you really totally enjoy, or the people you totally enjoy, you knew that, well, you knew they wouldn't help you in the everything that you're facing, or you knew they wouldn't be good for you to be around, or whatever, but you like them being around, and camaraderie, or whatever you want to call it. And then it seems like for out of no reason they just kind of it fades out and they're just gone for no reason and no circumstance.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's God. So what He does is sometimes He realizes, because the Bible says that He knows what we can handle. We don't know what we can handle, but God said, I won't put no more on you than you can. So sometimes what happens in life is that you get to a certain spot with people or events or an activity or something that you like. Can I give you a crazy example? This is off the wall. I'm counseling and I've been helping a number of people in the last, we'll say 2 to 3 years. It's like pornography's been really, really high, right? And I've had some that's just had no success. Do good for a little bit, but no success. Right? So I've been praying lately, Lord, we got to do something, Lord. And I've been having them pray with me. I've heard the agreement. We're going to pray together because the Bible says we touch 2 things and it comes to pass, right? So we've been praying, I agree, Lord, can't handle this circumstance. They know they're just flat out addicted. They try not to be, but they are. So Lord, you're going to have to intervene. Well, if y'all know, about a year ago, probably about close to a year, maybe a little more, all of a sudden, Arkansas has fixed it where you can't get on any site like that without your driver's license, without a form of ID. Not credit card, but form of ID, right? Since then, the 5 that has been having struggles, and I'll be real, one's a minister, one was a former pastor, now all of a sudden they're whooping it because he removed what they couldn't handle themselves.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm doing this, so I want you to understand what's happening with you being where you are at this moment is God has removed you from what was keeping you from where you could hear Him.
Yeah.
And you're going to say, no, I know, I get it. Court, whatever, appointed, blah, blah. Okay, look past the obvious.
Yes.
Right? This, for a moment, just believe God really does love you and He's bigger than what you think.
Yes.
He kept you from going to jail.
Yeah.
He gave you an opportunity to come here, and it worked out perfect. And it sent you away from the ones that's probably your best buddies or your instigators, or that you can be trying. They're good people, but they think you're down. They're going to hand you something, right?
Yeah.
They have the same issues, whatever. Or maybe it's even the family that you didn't want to be that way with, and this is why you're doing it, and you need your time to heal. Probably most of you said, "I'm doing what I'm doing because I just need a break."
Yeah.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then God gave you one. It's just not the break you wanted.
Right.
It's the break you needed. And the reason I'm taking my time on this is because this fast food gets deep. So if you can get in their life where you realize, hey, God's really more in control of everything. You guys heard my corn story, right? That help y'all? Two out there. But if you can realize that as bad as you are right here, you feel like you're letting everyone down, you feel like this is terrible, or you're like, oh, I got out of this, and this is going to get you. You need to realize it was appointed by God. This is it.
Yeah.
And if He loves you this much, and He's in this much control of your life, over corn or over this moment, we need to open up tonight on the last part and trust Him enough that we can start healing what's really the hidden thing behind our addictions or our habits.
Yeah.
Don't go to sleep on me. We're going to get good. Okay? And listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You get drowsy or you feel like you're going to get sleepy right there, get some more and come back. Because I'm going to tell you what it is. These are the two spots that changes people's lives. And the devil don't really want you to know it because I'm going to hit things that you don't think you can ever recover from. I mean, you're not just sleepy because the food was good. Sometimes it gets that way, you're tired because the devil don't want you to hear what you need to hear the most.
Yeah.
And God allows it because He wants to see if you're going to fight for it or not.
Yeah.
Or if you're just taking Him for granted. God's in control of everything.
Right.
From the bumblebee that can't fly because of its wings. Hummingbird that can be flying at the same wing speed but all of a sudden stop in midair.
Yeah.
To getting you here so you can hear this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's that way. So, on the fifth spot, we're going to talk, and we're just going to be real and do a little different format. The fifth place that Jesus shed His blood was where they drove the spikes in His feet. Now, we talked about that, and we talked about how there's dominion, right?
Yes.
In other words, wherever I go. Everyone say, wherever I go.
Wherever I go.
I'm starting back on 5 because I want you to realize this. That means when you walk out, you don't have to be tempted for what you used to go through.
Yeah.
That's good.
You have the ability to say, no, I'm not going.
Yes.
Right. But let's get where it hurts. The sixth spot. Really need to get this one. Jesus said His blood was where the soldier shoved the spear into his side. Now, I'm going to teach on this a little different than most. I'm going to be up and down, but you'll get used to it, all right? So, on the side. So, in other words, Jesus is on the cross. Now, everything's happening. The cool thing of this is, where most people don't really get this, is that at this point in time, if you remember, Jesus looks up, He's fixing to say, it's finished, right? So by Roman law, now we got to get this because I had some of you ask me, why did you bring up the X cross? Well, first off, the Christian cross didn't come until later on during a Spanish crusade.
Right.
Secondly, the Roman cross was an X.
Yep.
And you really want me to get deep on that? You're all children of Generation
X.
And our generation has the biggest problems. I got you say, oh, you're digging, you're reaching. No, I'm not. I study, and it makes, there's no generation like our generation. In the last real good generation, everyone else besides us are lazy and don't do nothing, right? They don't know their pronouns, they don't know their boy or girl. Right? Okay. So, you got to realize here that all of a sudden, it's all fixing to end, it's going to be done. Now, by Roman law, you stay there until you're dead. But you got to think, this is at the end. Everything's going chaotic. Everything's crazy. Now, here's what's awesome. By Roman law, they have to, like when they get where they want him to die, what they're going to do, they're going to break his legs because on the, now, if he's here, and if he's sitting on the little board, because if it's the regular cross,
right,
you can break his legs all day long. It ain't no different than him being bent like this.
Oh.
But if you spread out, they go to break his legs. When you break a leg, what happens? The bone shifts to one side and the weight drops. Now you're suffocating yourself.
Yeah.
It's a slow death. Yeah. So Roman law is when it comes to the time at the end of the day, because they won't leave no one up there to the dark, it's time to break their legs. So they're all of a sudden, they're at that point, everything's getting chaotic. It's obvious that it's, this is going down, he's giving up everything, and they're like, hey, make sure he's dead. But Bible says,
There you go.
no bone could be
Broken.
All right. Now, saying that, think about how much control God had over his life and his son's life. Stop taking it for granted you're here because this is your chance to be the person you're meant to be.
Yeah.
Because why didn't the soldier grab what he grabbed 100 times to break a leg?
That's good.
He
Wow.
grabs the spirit.
Yeah.
Now, cool thing is, he grabs the spirit. All right, now give one penny back on the regular cross. That's cool. The cross does not matter. Now, that makes people mad. I'm TV.
No, it's all good. Come on.
The cross does not matter.
Right.
It's a symbol of the world.
Yes, it is. Come on.
Him being on the cross is a symbol that he died for the
World.
For God gave his only begotten Son. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow. For the world. So if we've been a lot on the cross, we're doing two things. We're putting something on the image that ain't even real.
Mm.
Yeah.
Come on.
And if it's so important, why did he have to rise out of a grave?
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's just be real. It's a symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. So here he is, this soldier. Not thinking about nothing, just doing these things. He's like, I gotta make sure he's dead because if I don't, and what you seeing up there, man? I didn't feel it. What are you looking at? Anyway, if he don't kill him, he's punished.
Yeah.
If he don't, by Romans been vicious.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that, he would have the same punishment.
Yep.
So he's like, oh, everything's crazy. And make sure he's dead.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This happens to be there.
Mm.
He grabs it. Now, cool thing is, up high, short, don't matter, I don't care no more. But he hits him flawlessly. Now, I don't know if you have training. We'll talk crazy war stuff later, okay? But he hits him underneath a certain spot of the ribs that they train you that if you hit, you won't hit no bone, and it goes straight to the heart. Now, we train our military on this all the time. It's special. It's just there. It's always been there. Straight up and in. Difference is with a knife they tell you to twist it because it breaks that and the air comes out. He couldn't twist it. Spear, boom, in, out. Now, check this out. Ready?
Yeah.
Luke 4:18, please. So the cool thing is that fulfilled this verse. We don't ever preach this as something being fulfilled.
Yeah.
Leave it up there, please. But it needs to be there. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me to preach the gospel. Right? To the poor. He has sent me to heal the what?
Broken hearted.
Let's stop. He has sent me to heal the what?
Broken hearted.
Key thing is the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he had anointed. In other words, he said, I am the anointed one. Remember when we talked about that? Yeah. No one but him. He's the anointed one. He anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. Now, poor don't mean in money, like the church thinks it does today.
Come on.
It's poor in spirit.
Yes.
It's us that didn't have the willpower to say no to things.
Yeah.
Right.
It's us that didn't have ourselves covered by the blood so we could become something. So what's really going on here, when he preaches his first sermon, and it's so beautiful because what he's saying is, hey, I'm the one, but more than that, he's saying, I'm fixing to fulfill this.
There you go.
Right? Now, what's he fulfilling? Y'all ready? He's fulfilling that he is here to heal the brokenhearted. Now, that's beautiful because if we're going to be real with what we're going through, we all started because something broke our hearts.
Yeah. Right.
Something got me. Mom, Dad, somebody didn't pay attention to me. Some reason I started drinking. Some reason I started...
Come on.
Yeah, right.
This is good.
Yes.
There's an I think because I was abused and I got molested. There's a reason. Now we gotta be real. When something like that happens, you ready? It breaks your heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
That's
there's
good.
people that I know that I help daily that they're real sick. So certified to help a lot of stuff, but I have people that are going through different types of therapy, and when it gets down to it, all that's really wrong with them, and this diagnosis, that diagnosis, is that something broke their heart.
Yes. That's right. It's good.
That's good.
It broke their heart. And if we're being real, somewhere down the line, if we want to, admit it or not, and I get it, man, I'm a tough guy, I get it, but I'm going to let that go. A tougher guy is one that can open up and cry.
Yeah.
Because it's been cried and holding in, That just means that you're controlled by something that you can't control.
Yep.
How tough are you if you're being controlled by something you can't see?
Right.
How
Ooh.
tough really are you if you're controlled by something that you won't speak about?
That's good.
You're not that tough. Something's running you.
Wow.
Right? I'm being come on.
This is good.
So when that soldier jabs him, right? Something awesome happens. When he jabs him, all of a sudden, Scripture says that all of a sudden there was blood and
Water.
So, number one thing. We know what the blood is because we're teaching about it.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the spirit side in a minute. So now what he's saying is, when he was feared, it fulfilled this. It was the promise of the very first sermon that Jesus ever preached. Hey, I'm coming to heal your broken heart. Because if we can be real with one another, the reason you're going through a struggle, the reason you're having a hard time with sin, the reason you're having a hard time accepting me is because your heart's being crushed. Your heart's been broken. Someone's bullied you, someone's hurt you, someone's done something to you, and you locked it up, and now you just can't get over it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
How many of you got some broken heart stuff you can't get over?
Yeah.
How many of you just lie? Deal with it. So, right, now this is cool, right? I get it, but I'm being real with you. Right? That's why you have the extra drink when no one's around. It ain't just because you like it. You want to honestly know the truth? Their body rejects everything that we're addicted to, but we tell it's good because it heals that one moment that we don't want to talk about and gets us freedom.
Wow.
Because at that moment we're controlling what we know we can't by forcing it to take something that's poison too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You really want me to mess you up? Alcohol affects your bloodstream. Every other drug we do affects your.
Wow.
So now I smoke it. Old times, right? Incense and stuff being burnt to false gods.
Yeah.
And it held the smoke. What are you thinking? It's the same. So the devil's been using all this other stuff to taint the bloodline of Jesus. To keep you poisoned so you won't get a spiritual blood transfusion.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why we bang. That's why we. Right?
Yeah.
Because I never thought about that. Yeah, that's why now certain drugs is called huffing the ghost or inhaling the ghost. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So everything that God did for good, the devil always blocks.
Yep.
So the blood, we talked about the blood, witchcraft and whatnot, always use blood sacrifice. So catch the symbolism. So when you can get where you can see God's in control and the similarities, you can win this. You will win this fight. Okay? So let's talk about the broken heart. Now, I'm not going to do the last part, I want to get on this. So when that soldier hit him, all of a sudden, blood began to pour.
Yeah. Yeah.
It came straight out of his heart. Roman spears at this time, the blade could be anywhere roughly, they're saying roughly between 8 to 14 inches. Right? It's called a bleeder. So, you know, when your military knives or hunting knives, you have that one little indent that's on the side of your blade? It's a bleeder. It's why the military uses it. So when they stab it, it bleeds out. If it didn't have it, it'd be sealed in.
Okay. Wow.
So when he stabs him, the blood starts to, it's there. And then we say that it runs down the side. They don't run down the side, but they pulls it out. So when it first hits him, it starts to run down the blade, which runs down the handle. Now, if you really do some studying all the way around, not just biblically, but you start studying the other books and everything else, you find out that when that blood hit that soldier's hands, that so all of a sudden his mind went a different direction.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable what that did to him.
Yes.
Okay.
Like therefore, this time he was loony at one, like, really lost it. Like, revelation, everything hit him so hard, it was like, oh! You are God! So let's talk about your broken heart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That one thing that crushed you, that you don't let out, or you didn't share that with, or that you're not over that. Can we be real? That one girlfriend, or that ex-wife, or the kid that broke your heart, or mom and dad, or school teacher, a bullet, whatever that was, God knew that was going to be the main drive to keep you from being what you needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I'll give you willpower. I'll take care of all the other. I'll give you hands so you can touch. You have them hands, feet wherever you walk.
Yeah.
Shots for you to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
Crowns so you won't be in poverty.
Right.
But I can't finish this until I heal your broken heart.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because he knows that's what's driving us on the inside.
Yes.
Now it gets deeper in a minute. I'll show you 7 and you'll be really like, ooh. But think about what he says here. To heal the brokenhearted. He came to heal us, but he does something that's so beautiful here. So beautiful, we miss it. To preach deliverance. To who?
The captives.
Captives of what? A broken heart.
Yeah.
Incredible. Come on.
It's right there, but we'll get, all right, convert, heal all the captives. The captives said, no, it's worded just right. He came to preach deliverance. He let his heart be broken, come on, to heal us that has been captive because we ain't been able to get over nothing.
Right.
Some of you want to second guess it. Here we go. To heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives. So in other words, if you read this and you get it, he said, a lot of you blamed everybody.
Yeah.
Didn't realize you're just captive. You're in captivity, I think you would say. You're being held in captivity because of your broken
Heart.
Yeah.
This is good.
Can I teach?
Teach on.
That's why you got your heart broke one time in a relationship, but you can't trust in your new one.
Right. Right.
Oh!
Right.
Mm.
You love them, you want to do better, and you don't want it to be the same as your last marriage or whatever, but for some reason you still have the same trait. Anybody in the house?
My Lord. Yes.
And
Come
the
on.
reason is you did not allow God to heal what broke you.
Mm.
Good. That's good.
I love you, baby. I know, and you'll be a good person. I know you ain't doing nothing, but how many of you said this? I feel like I never. Well, okay, I'll say it. I love you. I know you're good, but there's something, and you'll blame it on another person. It ain't. Yeah, that person hurts you, but it's your fault that you're still allowing that hurt to make you captive.
That's right.
Oh!
I said, I broke my heart for you.
Yeah.
I bled for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I bled for you.
Yes.
So if you want to stay a prisoner, it's because you chose to.
That's right.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Now, I told you it was going to be good. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Does that help y'all?
Yeah.
Now, here's something that we missed.
Go right here.
Well, it's awesome, but water always represents spirit.
Yeah.
Bam.
So this tells us a number of things. So here we go. He was stabbed, blood poured. Great. He's healing my broken heart. He said, now I'm not healing your broken heart in the physical, but I'm showing you what it really is. Your heart was broken, you think physically, but it's to keep you from loving me spiritually.
Woo!
Water and blood went at the same time. Water always represents the Spirit of God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So why is his blood and spirit at the same time coming out? Because the little spirit of anger that tells you can't forgive somebody is part of your broken heart.
Mm-hmm.
The little spirit that tells you that they're all cheap. Oh, where y'all at?
Come on.
I'll be right for what they done to me, my heart.
Yeah.
Yes.
So God went a step farther on this step than he did any other step.
Yeah.
My blood's good enough to cover it, but let me just throw a little of my spirit in there and let you know what you're really fighting against. You've been
Mm.
fighting against a lying spirit that's been telling you they're cheating, they're no good, and you'll never amount to nothing.
Yeah.
Or they raped you, they done this to you, they took the best out of you. No one's ever took the best out of you.
Come on.
Oh, they robbed me of this. They robbed you of what? Didn't God give you everything back? If you choose to be robbed, it's because you chose to stay there.
Yup.
Yes.
Real talk.
We don't understand what it is. I was molested just like you. Stop it.
Mm.
Right.
Real talk.
Yes, they should have done it to you while you were a kid. I was 10.
Mm.
Church fault.
Mm.
You can't keep using that as an excuse not to love no one or trust nobody.
That's right.
Exactly.
You can't keep using that as an excuse why no one is attracted to you. No. That's a lie. Bible says you will believe a lie and be
Damned.
You
Yup.
will believe a lie and you'll be brokenhearted.
Yeah.
Yup.
So God's like, all right, hey, I'm not only going to throw my blood on this one. It's never mentioned about blood and water on any of the other spots.
That's right.
Exactly.
But the broken heart.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he knows there's going to be a lot of spiritual broken hearts from church hurt.
That's right.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Then look at it. To preach deliverance. Deliverance to who? Us! That's been held captive because we've been hurt in our heart. Come on.
Yeah.
Right? And what? And recovering the sight to the
Blind.
Now, here's what we all did. Oh, that means like he's talking about the blind people. No, he's talking about people that were so brokenhearted that could only stay in the physical and couldn't see because they were blind spiritually, and that's why water is the blood. He gave you back your spiritual sight.
There you go.
You can't see that you're going to amount to something, where you couldn't see that you'd ever be any better, where you couldn't see someone could love you for who you really are, where you couldn't see you were nothing more than a piece of meat. Come on. Where you couldn't see this and you couldn't see that. God's like, you know what? When I heal your broken heart, I'm letting some spirit out. Come on.
Yes.
And I'm going to give you sight that you can see that you're important and that I love you. And the reason you can't see how good you are is because your heart's been broken.
Yes.
Bam. Right on.
On the money.
I mean, that's awesome.
It is.
Why else is water only on 6 and nowhere else? Because if we're being honest, this is why we do a lot of what we do, because we're with the guys and the crew. I ran with dude, I had a crew. You understand? I use that. Oh, I ain't doing that. I was ran with the guys. Guys with the same broken heart.
Yeah.
Talking about the same crowd.
Yes.
Wow.
You know why they were such a good crew? Y'all could talk about the stuff that was deep down that no one else knew about, and it was okay because chances are you're too drunk they ain't gonna remember it, or they can relate to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Here's the next. Then we're gonna really jump, okay? Then all of a sudden, this verse is being fulfilled on number 7, and people don't realize it. Okay? Well, let's teach. So, as I got excited to turn everything off, let's redo this. So here we are. Right? The Roman soldiers are stabbing, and it's for us.
Yeah.
The brokenness on the inside and everything. Now, this tells us a couple things. We know Jesus was anointed,
Yeah.
Right.
right, with burden removing power.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So when you have a burden, it's always kept in your heart.
Yeah.
So this one spot, and I always say this, and I'll have people just keep your. I'm not going to reply to that, no ever, so stop saying stuff. But this one spot to me is more powerful than the 39 stripes.
Okay.
39 stripes happen, and it covers every classification or every class of disease forever.
Yep.
Yes.
That's a lot of sicknesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 6 covers so much more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not only does he cover it by the blood, again, he covers it by the
Spirit. Uh-huh.
right? Y'all with me?
Yeah.
Now, I want to jump to 7. I want you to get something real quick. One last one on the heart. Have you ever noticed that you've never really been happy?
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk to the rest.
Right, come on.
Have you ever noticed you've had moments where it was great? Oh.
Yeah.
But then when that moment's gone, you can honestly say you've never really been happy. Even better.
Uh-huh.
Have you had some joy?
Come on.
Life just, you just go, woo! You know what I'm saying? No.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
Joy is only produced in your heart. Now, I get it, 'cause I preach this all the time, so let me clarify it, not maybe for you guys, the guys that watch this all the time. Now, when in the Bible, when it talks about heart, it's been poetic.
Yes.
You gotta love your God and follow your heart. But now, look, your heart can't do nothing but beat. So really, it's talking about your mind.
Yeah.
Okay? So when I say joy is produced in your heart, what I'm getting at is you have that joy that's so strong that no matter what happened or other thoughts or anything that's going on that you're facing, it didn't affect the joy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was still tickled. Okay, let's just break it down. You're happy with what job you had. You had joy in your marriage. You had joy in your relationships. You had joy in everything that you're doing in life.
Yeah.
Now, can we really say that?
No.
But we can say that you had a lot of joy in what kept you away from God.
Mm. Come on.
We had joy while we were getting high.
Yeah.
We had joy while we were getting drunk. We had joy while we were high and drunk, Indescribable, whoever.
Yeah.
But did it last?
Nope.
Joy is good until the bottle's empty.
Yeah.
Mm.
Joy is good until the 8 balls are gone.
Right.
Oh.
Right?
This is good. Come on.
Then what happens? Panic. Where can I get the next? I need to get more. I gotta get this.
Yeah.
That's the joy of the world.
Yep.
But the joy of the world, joy of the Lord. Let's go to Nehemiah 8 and 10. The joy of the Lord is your.
Straight.
So what he's saying is, I love this. He's saying where you thought you were finding joy in everything else, I was pierced in the heart, not only to heal your broken heart, but I was pierced in the heart so you can finally find what real joy is.
Mmm. That's good.
Not temporary joy. Real joy.
Yes. Long last.
Now, can I talk to you guys? You all ready? You ready? The man said,
Yeah.
"Look, y'all, what in the world? No more feeding until after my class." I'm playing. Alright? Can I talk about the heart again?
Go ahead. This is good. All right.
You can look at it as a form of detoxing spiritually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because everything that we did directly elevates your heart rate, blood pressure, which elevates from heart. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when he gets stabbed, he bleeds out.
Yeah.
Release.
So he's like, I'm going to release all your fake joy or all your fake addictions or all your fake what you used to think was joy. I'm bleeding it out.
Yes. This is good.
Jesus.
This is good.
So when Jesus saves you and does all this, you need to understand something. He is wiping you. Not only, now listen, I'm glad he's sick. I love the sin part, but we get caught up on that and then people struggle. He's like, yeah, I'm wiping away your sin, but really what he's saying is, I'm getting rid of all the tainted blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now why would he do that?
Oh.
Right? Because now we know we got willpower,
Yeah.
Yes.
and if he drains that out of the hole, right?
Yeah.
Where we used to not be able to say no to, we can easily say no to because there's no influence there, and our mind is clear that we can say, no, I'm good, I don't need that.
Right.
Wow.
That makes sense. Now, I can go on heart for hours,
Yeah.
but I want to hit you where it hurts. And you go, we're just being mean. I'm being nice tonight. All right, we all agree on that, right?
Amen.
Now, the 7th spot. I'm going to talk about me. I know we got a lot in common. I just don't know. I don't share how far I went. I get told I share too much. The stuff I share, I don't think it's no big deal. And then I find out later, it's like, oh. The stuff I don't share, it'll blow out. It'll blow your mind out compared to the things I do let out. Okay? 7 is so mind-blowing because if you're coming from what we come from and you're close, and I figure some of you are and some of you are there, 7 heals the things that you don't dare let out.
Okay.
The deepest, darkest sins and evilness and stuff that you've ever done that probably freaks you out, scares you, or if you're Trisha like I was, that drove you. The stuff that when I came, I'm not saying you didn't say it, but when I came, I gave everything to God. Right? And I believe him, but there was still stuff that I couldn't forgive myself for. And there was some stuff that was just, even though he's God, he knew I had a hard time saying, I took this and I've done that. I did this kind of hard. I did this That makes sense?
Yeah.
Another way to explain it. I want to try to hit it right. Everyone, you think you had that one dark thing about you had that other ego personality that if it comes out you can't turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay. He does something here, but I don't understand why the church don't push 6 and 7. But I don't really get why they don't push 7. Because this is mentioned throughout the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Isaiah, Carl. Isaiah 53 and I want to teach us this is when this is fulfilled. So I'm talking about that deep, dark, we'll call it a secret. With the people that know me close, especially Carmen, it helped me with my biggest fear. My biggest fear is this other person. It's me. But there's a part of me that can get to this one spot where okay, let's see. What people would call it evil, but it's more just black, numb, no conscience, we just do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't care the consequences. And that makes sense?
Yeah.
But that deep down, like, it's more than I don't care. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So I'm going to teach this because I really feel that there's a handful of you that had this. Now, we're not going to compare the levels. No way we're comparing levels. Because if you get ready to compare levels, then you're bragging on your past.
Yeah.
But most of us never get taught what this really meant. In Isaiah 55 or 53 and 5 it says this, but he was wounded for our what?
Transgressions.
He was bruised.
For our iniquities.
For what?
Our iniquities.
Now, Carl, jump back to Luke 4 and 18. Now, that's Old Testament. So this is what, Isaiah 53 to 5, that was the prophet, that was the prophecy of who he was coming and what he was going to do. Now, what's beautiful in this, is because when I show you this, we're going to bounce back and forth. You're going to realize that God knew that that mankind, okay, was going to have a form or something in him that was so, that he probably wasn't going to let it out.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. But now we're in Luke, and he's talking about how you get a broken heart, because that's right, the powerful feeling he's talking about, and all that. But you notice that the literature of the chapter come aside to the divine and set at liberty them that are
Bruised.
Liberty means freedom. Who set free them that are
Bruised.
everyone say free.
Free.
Liberty is freedom. Free. Free them that are bruised. Okay, so if you don't get this, you're going to be taught that, hey, come them. Give them liberty that are bruised. Okay. What's that mean? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Bruised. What's the bruise? Isaiah 53 and 5. Right? So now, we go back to the original. He was wounded for our transgression. Heart.
Yes.
He was bruised for our
Iniquities.
the worst, darkest, secret sin that eats you up that you can't even believe you did.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's trying to tell you here, listen, because we talk about saving you and covering your sin all the time, but we don't describe, he said, I'm getting the deep, dark stuff. I'm getting the thoughts that you had, you might not have act on that no one knows about. That.
Wow. That's good.
And you know what I'm saying? Some of you are blessed, you never acted on them. Some of those boys that did, you're like. So he said, he was bruised for our what? Iniquity. The deepest, darkest secrets that no one knows. The deepest, darkest evil inside of you. Hatred inside of you.
This is good.
Man, I'm trying not to be overly open, but I guess I'm going to. That deep down that makes you want to be a killer. That deep down stuff that don't matter if you hurt someone. That deep down when it kicks, you've had enough because your heart's been broken. You don't have no willpower. You don't care no more. It's that deep, dark, mean guy on the inside that's willing to drink it all later, store it all up, and don't care if you live or die. That deep one don't mean it don't matter if you watch someone after you can do it without blinking. That mean guy that just sits there like, I'll just do it.
Amen.
And right about my level, knew you get away with it, and the truth you didn't.
Right. Come on.
He thought so much about us. Let me just talk about it. He thought about me. That's scary.
Yeah.
Running with the guys that are already with the same time, that meekness will let you just be full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it.
Wow.
You get me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That deep, dark meekness when someone dies and you're mad, go, wow! That dark side of the building.
This is good. Come on.
Yeah.
So can I teach what it is?
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest spots the blood is that no one talks about because it's on the inside of him.
Yes.
Woo, the inner hurts.
Bruise.
Yeah.
We've all, some played some sports and we've all had bruises.
Yeah.
You ever had one get bruised, you take that leaf and it went black,
Yeah.
and later on, go, oh, it's a soul. Right? Or you ever had that bruise, as soon as you get hit, you start turning black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That good and like 2 weeks later, you got that good purple,
Yeah.
and it starts to turn a little yellow.
Yeah.
Huh? You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
It's blood on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
He bled on the inside. Broken heart, he lets it come out so we can have release.
Yes.
But he knew that there's going to be stuff that we can't get over.
Yeah.
Excellent.
He knew there's going to be part of us it's just too much to consume or to think or to handle or to be. And he's like, you know what? Great that everyone's sitting on the outside, but I need to do something for the ones that are hurting on the inside.
There you
The
go.
ones that have bruises that can't let go. The
Yeah.
ones that have the anger that's toxic. The ones that...
Yeah.
That's good.
This is awesome.
Can I really get real? That's why your murderers have a chance. That's why your molesters have a chance. Because he knew how twisted it was on the inside. He's like, I gotta bleed on the inside because some are more vicious than what they see on the outside.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wow.
He was bruised
Yeah.
And it hurts. Come on.
Yes.
for the stuff we won't let out.
Right.
Incredible.
He was bruised for why everyone else is scared of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus.
Oh, come on, I got some of you now, some old stuff's rising up. I can see them crazy eyes. Come on. You don't have to have that no more.
Right.
You're saying, Pastor, you got crazy eyes. Spiritual eye. My crazy eyes now, you get a demon possessed person from you think crazy. Man, I get more roused up over that than I ever did anything else because I'm like, oh, no. I ain't scared. I don't have to be.
Yes.
Right.
I know what he'll be on the inside.
Bam.
So maybe some of you just been told you got demons and stuff on the inside and just eat you up. Oh, what do you think he got bruised for?
Right.
Woo. Them inner hurts. Come on.
Yes.
Them inner hurts.
Nickelties, the worst, dark, deepest, worst. What man calls sin,
Yeah.
God called cover.
Yeah.
Woo. Powerful.
It's it, right? It's it.
This is awesome.
Come on, I don't care what you're in for, what you did. Ain't because I don't care for you. It's that I know it don't matter because he bled on the inside.
Yes.
For you. Yep. For all of us.
On the inside for you. You won't hear this. No one teaches this.
Except us.
Okay, I don't want to shut up. I know why. Because we do the other. And when when the broken heart thing and this one kicks up, we don't want to tell you about it because we want you to keep coming so we can keep getting paid. Yeah. I didn't hear it. Don't get me wrong, we love you.
Yeah.
But no one wants to talk about that.
Except
I
us.
told you about the Chick-fil-A thing. They called the two biggest churches here that got multiple pastors, and none of them wanted to handle a little girl that was demon possessed. Wow. Why? We just don't believe it happens now. But okay, you don't believe that God does that now?
Come on.
So that, oh, if that's the case, why are they demon possessed people?
Yeah.
Come on. That's real.
Well, that's just no, you can't take God and say he don't do that no more because it's the new, and then God still be leaving them around.
Right.
Come on.
We don't believe in healing. Really? What do you think the demon possessed people are? They need healing. From iniquities on the inside.
There you go. Real talk.
Oh, yeah, he did it. He can do it. He don't believe it. I was like, really? Nobody told us lay hands on the sick and they shall recover.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
And he goes, oh, no, that was so. Oh, really? Why does he say he's no?
Respect.
Respect the person.
respect your person.
Yeah.
Booyah! Come on.
Come on.
This is good. Come on.
I was healed.
So my opinion is this, why ain't we got such a big problem here in the U.S. and all of our countries and our families that are watching this everywhere. Why are they keeping this out when it's the key to stop the wars, it's the key to heal the healings, it's the key to stop the racism?
Yes.
You kind of talk
Boom.
about that?
Yes.
That's that deep dark stuff that sometimes you're racist or you're just racist, but you don't know where it comes from. My whole family. No, Mo, it's a spiritual deep hurt that someone put inside of you that don't make sense, but you're home to it.
Yes.
Because you're shallow, your father and all them are shallow.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
And throw the other one, they're like, oh, because what we did to you. No, man. No. People's been hurting people for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Thousands of years.
Yeah.
So when somebody gonna stand up and heal what's on the inside so we can all be family?
Yes.
There you go.
We all bleed the same.
Yup.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't care what color your skin is.
No.
What's on the inside?
I'm a Heinz 57. Come on, man. If you study like I study, they ain't a pearl race anymore anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
So why are you getting on that? Because that hatred on the inside ain't been healed and this nation's falling apart.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Who did what to who? Who cares who did what to who? Who's going to be the ones that stop it?
That's right.
Real talk.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're just saying that because you're white and you're on the other side. I'm saying that because I know the real reason why we're doing it. It's a spiritual drive that's keeping man, it's keeping us from being together. You want me to tell you how that stopped? You don't want to know about any prediction? I'm not prophesying, so don't send me that. There's a war coming. And it's really spiritual, but it's fixing to get physical.
Yes.
Right? Central America, Bible Belt, all of us in the middle, you know, that we're the ones that are supposedly more racist than the other two ends that are all government and political, that shoot the start on fires.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? They'll come and attack us, and we'll forget skin color.
Yes.
Yeah.
War stops, we'll forget.
Yeah.
If it's a kid getting hurt, we're ready to forget.
Yes.
Come on.
Being real.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we can take this all the way back to King David.
Yeah.
Yep.
King David's the first one that started doing the multiple break.
Mm-hmm.
We know about his wife, but do you know about his wives?
Right.
Yeah.
Plural.
He had more women of color than he did his own. And
Yep.
there's a fact in war, honestly, that the spoils were to take the women
Right.
Yes.
and to breed it out.
Mm-hmm.
So why we all fighting when we're pretty much the same is because our tone's different.
Right.
Because it's been thousands of years.
Yeah.
We smart enough to run the phones, we smart enough to do everything, but we ain't got no common sense.
Right.
Ooh. No change needed.
Man, you want me to really go far?
Yes.
We ain't never been the superior race. The darker came for us.
Yeah.
If they won't prove it, we come last. Don't be mad at me. Where did we come from? I did this in the lecture one time. I never got asked to come back. I'm serious. It was bad, man. I was like, look, man, I know you're all here because you want me to be against our brothers, but I'm not going to do it. Where do we come from? We're white, right? Yeah. Where's it start?
Right.
Jesus. Jew.
Yeah.
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 Where does it start?
Yeah.
Why are we superb? I got people that know me for years looking at, what are you doing? We're not the dominant force that everyone thinks we are. We were never meant to be. We're the offshoots. We can't get mad at people wanting to get what they deserve now. We're further one that were nothing in the first place that took it. You know where that comes from? Deep, dark, hidden hurt that he healed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, it hurts.
How do we want me to get? I come from a very racist family. My sister's like, it's so true. They are. You know what happened when we find out what we were? Once they gave the most, or the biggest percent of. I'm being serious. Say, why is it that way? Because God didn't want us to have the hatred that's on the inside. That's why he was bruised for our iniquities. And he knew it was going to be a problem with man. Some say it's the end time. I look at that. He knew it was going to be a problem with man, so he done the next best thing. He's like, I can get you to realize you're all the same.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're only not the same when we divide our cultures.
That's right.
Yup.
That's right.
Can I prove it? What color's blood?
Red.
Purple.
Oh.
Yep.
Mm.
Because while it's on the inside of you, we're all royalty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Blood. Blood in you that is pumping, while it's in your body, is a bluish or purple tint. Bluish and purple tint in Jesus' time was royalty. Priests,
Yeah.
princes, and kings.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the scripture says we are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That's good.
And it only turns red when the wind hits it.
Oh.
When it hits,
Mm.
you'll say, where are you coming out on this one? Oh, I knew I was going to be on this one 2 weeks ago. There we go. Because that's the inner heart.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
Yeah.
So you ready? I'll end this because some of you are not comfortable with this.
Ah.
I get it. Well, can we get to the heart hurt?
Yeah.
You know, iniquities, dark, deep secrets. The stuff that you did, the stuff that you did to yourself that no one knows about. The sickness in your mind that you can't turn off. How you abuse yourself.
Yeah.
Now, that's my brain. Can we teach real quick so you guys get it?
Yeah.
That's why I went deep.
Uh-huh.
7. The number 7 biblically means
Completion.
he can't complete you until you allow him to hurt or heal what's on the inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
He healed your broken heart. He took care of everything from the mindset, everything. A broken heart, which would be your excuse for being this way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He bleeds on the inside. You know, we talk about the stripes, and you've all seen these. Don't talk.
Yeah.
You all see them pictures of Jesus, and I seen one this week. Because, you know, hey, it's Easter. We all get excited about Easter. You know, like I said, they'll get curled up too. I get excited about Easter, and then there's the only time we'll preach about him being risen, and the only time we'll preach about him. You've all seen it, right, where he was so cut up, you couldn't recognize him,
Yeah.
and how bloody they make it and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the blood that was on the inside that was bruised was worse?
Yeah.
Yup.
Because a bruise sometimes don't bleed, it literally bruises the muscle.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the one part that the church don't talk about is that when they took him to the dungeon the first time, it says they beat him with rods.
Yep.
Right.
So the first place they beat him was to make sure that it was bruised before he went to the cross.
Right.
Yes.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
Because he knows what I'm talking about. It's making everyone a little uncomfortable. I get it. I said, no, you really don't? Okay, I don't. But I ain't going to get here on your level either because we're both totally two different people. Get over it. Can't force people's.
Mm-hmm.
But he, take him out of the garden. He just healed somebody.
Yeah.
Put him in the dungeon. And if you study that out, they beat him with rods. And it didn't break the blood. Enough that it didn't break a bone.
Yep.
but he bruised. I'm gonna say why.
Why?
So when the cat of nine tails really got a hold of him, it bled really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Not trying to make you uncomfortable. I just want you to realize that everything that's wrong with the world and that inner hate and all that, even what's been driving you that's deep on the inside, and even what's broke your heart that's been driving you to do what got you here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He covered it.
Sure did.
In fact, the deep one that makes everyone uncomfortable is number 7, which means
Preacher.
Yeah.
next one is 8, which means new beginning,
Yep.
which would be when you ask him into your heart for salvation.
Yes.
And Scripture says when you ask Jesus into your heart, you become new. You become complete.
Yep.
I am.
Let's start your new beginning.
So that's where my passion comes for you guys. That's why I'm a little bolder, little, whatever you want to call it. Because I know where I came from, and I know I share some, but I know what people don't know. I know things that some people did while we were together and had to as a team. I got stuff that I did alone. Not because it was a war, I got stuff I did alone just because I could. And he didn't, I'll try to say this, and he didn't give me the willpower to want to change.
You do the same for you.
And he cut me by the blood so I don't have to feel like I have to, or is this slave? He cut me by the blood so I can begin to heal. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Then he gave me the ability to touch whatever with my hands and it was awesome.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Then he gave me the ability to be able to walk. Wherever my feet touch is mine. Can I really tell you what that means? He gave me the ability to walk out of my shame.
Mm.
The ability to walk out of my, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave me the ability that my heart don't have to be broken.
Mm.
Not only that, but spiritually, because that's the only place where the water's at. And then this is the one that really, really gets me. Can I tell you why it gets me? Why?
Wow.
Because there's times that you give God everything and you're doing good, but then there's times that you can reflect on what you've done, even years later, and it's overwhelming when you realize how ruthless and bad you were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some bruises take longer to heal.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that tells me that don't always mean because it's on my mind that it's a backslide and I lost God. That this means some bruises take longer to heal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes he reminds me of that stuff to let me know where he brought me out of.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when I tell you guys that you can make it, I'm not just doing this preacher blah, blah, blah. I try to make sure everyone knows that. And if you don't know, we don't. We do this because we love it. We don't care what we get out of it, matter, because I don't want to taint the gospel or God any more than everybody has been tainted by other leaders. I want to be real with you and show you that you can really get that when God says He's got you, He means He's got what you won't even let.
Yeah.
I got stuff I don't even like to mention.
Mm.
I got stuff. There's some stuff you can ask Carmen and my poor kid and Ken. You can. There's sometimes it hits, and I want to talk so bad that I can't.
Yeah.
Ain't that she wouldn't love me or whatnot? But she wouldn't look at you the same.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll pop up, man, and I'd clean him up, and she'd look at me and she'd go, "You all right? I'm talking something. You want to talk?" Why? No.
Yeah.
And I'll go out there, and in the early days, it would go bad. I just days. Just wondering, how can you love me, and how can I really be saved with the stuff I did? How can you really be saved with all this stuff I did? That's proof.
Yep.
Iniquities, the worst, darkest, deepest that you got.
Yeah.
Cool thing about God is on this side. I'm going to do this first, because I feel in the spirit that I need to, because I think someone kind of got a little, took everything wrong. Racially divided. Offended you. Was it meant? Come talk to me. Don't hold grudges. Don't get mad. It's not that way. I don't think it's right. Period. At all. Period. I think we need to study more to find out who we really are. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing about God is this. He loves you and you can't even love yourself.
Right.
Yep.
And he's never stopped. Can I really teach you something?
Yeah.
Pastor now, doing some new things. Got a new field, opening up. And I know he loves me, right?
Yeah.
Hope.
Yeah.
But you want to know something cool?
Yeah.
His love that he has for me now, doing his work and doing what I'm doing, is the same amount it was when I was at my worst with the inner man.
Mm.
Right.
His
Yeah.
love don't change because you're doing good now.
Exactly.
Amen.
The same amount of love that he has when you're at the peak of your greatness with him
Yeah.
Yeah.
is the same amount of love he has for you as yours.
His love don't
When
change.
you don't have him or don't want him.
Yeah. His love never changes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It is.
It's amazing. So when he says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son," I want you to realize when it says gave, he's talking about the blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
We tie too much emphasis sometimes on the person. And you can nitpick a person. Because now you got all these rumors, he had a wife, he had a child with Mary, and all this stupid man stuff. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't cross the bloodline.
That's right.
Right.
They can only attack you on the person, which is nothing new. They've done that the whole time he was alive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't deny the blood.
Right. Right.
Right.
So when it says, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, God so loved the world that he gave his blood,
Yeah.
let's be real, your son is your
Blood.
It
Blood.
carries your name.
Yeah.
It carries your rights.
Yep.
Everything.
Next verse is my favorite. You know John 3:17?
Yeah.
God
For
said.
God sent not his son to condemn you.
Yep.
That's the same.
God sent not his blood to condemn,
Mm.
but to save him.
Yes.
It actually says this, that they might
Mm-hmm.
be saved. So he loves me so much, he's given me the ability to get out. Everything we've been talking about, the deep, dark rage and everything. He loves us so much, you don't force it.
That's good.
That's brilliant.
Yep.
Our choice.
It's your choice.
Yep.
My opinion why the world don't accept it the way they should is because we don't teach. You know,
Till now.
so I don't care how bad you were or what you think. And again, I don't care for you. If I didn't care for you, I wouldn't do this class. I'd be like most people who wouldn't be around. I don't care because I know what I went through and I know how bad my struggle was. And I'm not saying mine's worse than yours. Because the same way it affects me with what all I did, yours is affecting you the same way. It kept us from God.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
let's not compare because it don't matter. It kept you from God.
Yes.
Why do we always want to compare to others? Why do we always want to compare? Stop.
Don't need to.
I come out of the garden and do the first thing that a baby learns is no. Is to rebuild. It's because Adam rebuilt from God. They might say daddy first, but it's real easy. But the word that they mean the most, no. No. Joking. Although I think you should spank your kids. Stand about it. I really do. Because you got the spirit of the rod.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tap that.
But when I tell you, when I show you this, it ain't that like I'm somebody, but we get all that up. It's because no one's talking to people that come from where I come from.
Right.
Now, to touch on this, if you know my background, where I come from, and who I messed with, we all know how racist they were. And if God can change my whole opinion on that, and my best friend, the one that like literally started the T-Code, cornbread, yeah. And for him to embrace me and take me back to Memphis, to his mom.
Yeah.
Powerful, y'all. His little mama.
Mm-hmm.
It was so amazing. It's being real. Dad's amazing, but come on, man.
Yeah.
If he's no respecter of
Persons.
person, if this helped and got me out so I can realize, hey, he covered it all. You need to know that he covered it. So when I say, look at us for an example, not because we're perfect, I've been anything but perfect. Oh, I've been bad.
Me too.
When I first started pastoring, man, I was so mad at the church, I was a red wasp. I preached more to Christians than I did for the so trying to win souls. I was turning the church up. And in fact, Sister Mary Taylor used to be members of the church. Her and Brother Hank was at Big Tree Lighthouse, and I was just a wannabe young youth pastor. And she hugged me up one day, and she goes, "I'm mad." I go, "I mean," she goes, "Yeah, but I love you." I said, "What?" She goes, "You're a red wasp. You just sting everybody." I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You hit us all." I go, "I'm sorry." She goes, "You hit every one of us. You'd be really good if you start preaching to the sinners." I was like, I didn't think about that. She was right. I know I'm lingering. I don't spend a lot of time on Wednesday nights no more. I got maybe 2 more on my mind that I'll let someone rotate. And then I'll be back. You guys come up with something crazy, I'll come up with some good stuff. You got the angle about the anointing, do stuff about the anointing, you know. But you can make it. Actually, you'll do more than make it.
Yes.
You're going to strive.
Yes.
You'll strive.
You'll thrive.
I want you to go farther beyond anything I've ever done my whole life. I believe you'll do things that I can't even dream of. It's like when we started Resonate. And everyone can tell you this, it's been in any major meeting. God told me, you get to start Resonate, but you don't get to see it finish. And I'm not crying because I don't get to see it finish. I'm crying because you brought me out of what we're talking about, and you thought enough of me to let me start something that don't end.
Amen.
To know that this won't stop, and we know why it won't.
There you go.
Because they're going to take the people that won't hear me. I'm a little rough for some people there. I'm a little for other people. You might be a little sweet talking. I'm not. And if you see me on that church end when I'm really aggravated at the church, well, you'll know why they have a hard time with me. Oh, I fight for you. I'm tired of it. You're going to make it. When you don't think you're going to make it, God knows you're going to make it. If you need someone else to believe you, you'll make it.
Yeah.
Is it
Absolutely.
going to be easy? No, but you've been fighting your whole life, so why not fight for something right?
Yeah.
Right? You've been fighting for yourself your whole life. You've been trying to. A lot of what you're doing is just your version of fighting because no one understands you.
Yeah.
The 7 blocks, the 7 spots in the blood, he understood you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
He understood.
Fight for it.
Yeah.
Make a stand. Don't do it the way it condemns you. You know how bad it makes you feel when these church people condemn you? Don't do them that way. Be the hidden church that no one really wants because they're too caught up in their curfew clubs.
Right.
There you go.
If it's meant to be in the walls, why did he always send them out by twos to the cities?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bam.
None of his churches ever had a name over the door.
Yeah.
Good point.
Why we let them with their opinion screw this up? And maybe that's why you men do what they're doing, because this generation that don't know what they are
Right.
will only listen to us that know what else we need to listen to.
Hi everyone, I'm Cornbread Chris Heineken, the Dean of Arkansas Sportscasters and host of Resonate Cell. I want to say a special thank you for resonating to amplify Jesus with us here today. No matter where you are, if you're joining us live here at Resonate Church, whether you're joining us nationwide courtesy of your local syndicated television stations across the country, or if you're joining us internationally and globally courtesy of our YouTube simulcast. Thanks so much for resonating Jesus with us. Now, you're asking and you're saying, Cornbread, resonate. No, you guys always bless us, but we want to turn around and bless you through the act of worship called giving. How do we do it? Glad you asked. We have multiple ways, 4 in particular, on which you can resonate your giving. Check it out. Number 1, join us live and in person here at Resonate Church at our brand new location, 3702 East Highland Drive. It is directly across the street from All-Star Music in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Sundays, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Wednesday nights at 6:30, and we do keep in mind, things scheduled subject to change. Option number 2, online. That's a little tidily thing right there. Use the term Resonate Church AR. That's right, everything right there on the screen. Resonate Church AR if you want to resonate your giving online. Just follow the directions and you can do that safely and securely. Option 3, the cell phone. Look, we all got one. Might as well use it, shall we? Want to resonate your giving using your cell phone? All you gotta do, text the word give to that number right there on your screen. Safe, fast, secure, easy, simple to do. Option 4, mailing. If you want to mail your contributions to us, courtesy of a check or money order, please make all checks and money orders payable to Resonate Church and send it to the address on your screen. Once again, if you want to resonate your giving courtesy of a mailing option, send your check or money order. Make all checks and money orders payable to Resonate Church and send it to that address on your screen. And those are the ways you can resonate your giving. And remember, show love, give peace, and say Jesus. Hey, what up, man?
What's up, buddy?
How are you, bro?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Oh my goodness. Woo. Man, just came out of Resonate, man. You know it's all good, man. Instead of us talking about it, hey, why don't you come join us?
Sundays, 10 a.m. Come join us.
Woo! Sunday night's scheduled to change.
Wednesday,
6:30, it's on.
Our women's ministry is strong and rooted.
our men's ministry has a solid rock foundation.
All the kids can have so much fun. So can you.
Our church is a great family church.
And your family will love it too. Come join us at Resonate.
Show love.
Give peace.
Resonate Jesus. Hard-hitting stuff, Pastor. Thank you. Yeah. this program got a lot more intense and a lot more personal. We each have broken hearts that we go through any and every day. Whether it's someone hurting us, whether it's stuff that happened in the past that we can't let go, whether it's past issues. Just know that no matter what of your past is, seriously, no matter what your past is, God already took care of it. On the cross, when he literally took that piercing right there in the side, he literally let out his broken heart. When you give God your broken heart in the open, he'll heal you fully and completely. And what about those little blood spots that really come on the surface but really don't let out? Sure, and it hurts. You have so much inner hurt inside of you that builds up to where, bottom line, oh, it just reaches the surface. Because you know the moment that you literally pop that bruise, blood goes everywhere. You know, Pastor, it's very interesting to talk about the color of blood. Normally, we think about the color of blood being red. It's not. It's purple. The reason why, because when God made you royalty. Ends up changing to red courtesy of various things. But bottom line, you're royalty to God. You don't have to go through your broken heart. You don't have to have inner hurts to let just build up to where you cannot experience healing and you cannot experience the abundant life that God's got for you. Do yourself a favor. Don't let the inner hurt and don't let a broken heart keep you down from success. I'll even share this story personally. I did have a broken heart, to be honest with you. For years and years and years and years. Whether it's family, spouse relationships, or what. I did have a broken heart. But the moment I gave that broken heart to God, everything became easy. Everything became better. And because I gave that broken heart to God, I ended up with the love of my life, Christine, who I know is watching this broadcast. And babe, you know where I'm coming from. All this right here, Crackhead Forest Park. One of the places we talked about to where we can have one of our spiritual journeys. Babe, I know you're watching. Now let me tell you, in front of the whole world, the boy here had some broken heart. Had a broken heart before you came along. But when God sent you to me, that went away. I experienced life and I experienced joy I've never ever experienced before. And babe, it's all because of God. But it's also because of you. And let me say this to not only my girlfriend that's watching, but to everyone watching around the world. The spots that we went through on this journey, in our 5-year anniversary, those spots all represented special locations in our life to where a lot of times we don't give stuff to God, we let it build up to where, bottom line, we hurt 10 times more. You don't have to go through that. Yeah, I know the atmosphere here has changed. You see how calm these waters are right behind me? Yeah, normally they'll be rattled up with the wind and all that. See how calm these waters are behind me? Let that be a demonstration of what God can do to you. He can calm down every storm, every water of your sea, of your troubling seas. even if it's a broken heart, he does. He always comes down. Yeah, I'm in a public park. But, you see, this is right here. This is all part of God's plan. He wants to calm you. He wants to give you the calmness and peace and love that's found inside of him. Here comes the question. When are you finally going to give God your broken heart and give God your inner hurts? Don't let those bruises, spiritual bruises, those inner hurts, mount up to the surface to where you end up having blood clots and blockage. You're not made to have blockage in you. You're made to let God have it all, and you can have an abundant life. God, thank you so much for resonating your sound to us. Thank you at home for watching. Hey, ain't no service like a live Rest Day service, because a live Rest Day service don't stop. You can join us live right here. Resonate Church info right there in the description. Plus, 4 ways to resonate your worship through giving. ResonateChurch.Jonesboro.com is the other option. And all pictures, news, scoops, views, info, so much more. Facebook.com/Resonate Jonesboro. And if you're watching this program on our YouTube simulcast, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and then ring the bell. Ding ding. That way you ain't miss anything. Yes, you see this shirt I have on right here. Spiritual Advisory Resonate content is the front of it. Check out the back. Right there. All about renewing your mind. You can get this shirt and all of our other shirts only one place only. Resonate Church. Bottom line, you will not see this shirt sold in any stores, and you won't see it sold anywhere else. Resonate Church is the place to get these and all the other shirts. They're one of a kind, and bottom line, every single shirt is scriptural. Every single shirt is encouraging. Encourage you to do so. Folks, we're right back here next week. We're going to continue along those same lines of everything. Next week, right here on this program, as we continue our 5-year television anniversary, as we get prepared for season 6, as we're getting ready to move. Folks, make sure you join us right here. Join us this Sunday night, 11 p.m. Eastern is when our YouTube simulcast starts. You'll have it right here on this station, immediately following your local news. Until then, for everyone at Resonate Church and for everyone in syndicated media and television partners with Chris Heineken, we say to you, show love, give peace, resonate Jesus. We'll see you this Sunday night, 11 Eastern, for Resonate the Sound, and immediately following your local news. Night, Canada. Night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Neither death nor grave